All right, so I think previously we had talked, we had gotten through Hicksville and your participation in the parade on the way to the beach. So let's pick up from there. Where did you live after Hicksville?
We had 2 wonderful years in Hicksville, didn't we? We liked it there. The schools were good. It was close to the city, and we went into New York City to do the sights on the weekend, and it was just great. And our next assignment was Montgomery, Alabama. And it was not our favorite assignment. It was a command and staff school, and so you want to take it from there? How you liked it or disliked it, or?
Well, command and staff school was pretty good. It was just a year long, and it was primarily for majors who were in the promotion cycles. So it was a feather in your cap to be sent there. And we had exchange students with us from other countries, and we had one example of, well, let me say, the year that we were there was an eruptive year in the race relationships in Montgomery. There were marches on the Capitol and a lot of antagonism between
From
whites
59
and
to
blacks.
60, we were there from 1959.
We had exchange officers from Ethiopia, and one of our Air Force guys invited them out to dinner to his home one evening, and they were driving around trying to find this place, the guy's home, and Montgomery policemen stopped them, made them get out of the car, frisked them, and they were black, and this was the way they were treated. Well, the next day, this was reported to the base general, Commander Maxwell, and he had a session with the mayor of Montgomery explaining what the Air Force would do if this continued. Like pull a lot of people out of Montgomery, which was there was a lot of money coming from the base into Montgomery. Well, anyway, that was one thing. But we did have association with a number of other couples who were there at the school.
We took dancing lessons,
All sorts of things.
rolled up our carpet, practiced our dance steps on our hardwood floor. And one thing that was a disappointment was the schools. They were segregated and they were not up to par.
Let me just comment that as we moved around and around the country and stuff, one of the things we always looked for in our move was a good school system.
Yeah.
For Kent and Mike. And I was going to Montgomery. We didn't have that choice available because there weren't any good schools as far as we could. There were private schools that may have been better, but we were not sure of that.
We were not looking for private school.
An example of the school, of what the school was teaching is Kent's story.
Yes, your dad was in 2nd grade, And I went in to discuss his progress with the teacher. She was a substitute. She wasn't even a college graduate. And she said, "He's a sweet little old thing." And that's just about all I got from her. I didn't know how to help him. But the poor guy had homework every night. I just drilled him, and I felt so sorry for him because it was just not up to par. The school wasn't. And Kent was bored to tears because he had had all that work the year before on Long Island. So it was just not one of our favorite assignments. But we moved on.
What was tell me the homonym story.
Oh yes. And in Kent's class, they were studying homonyms. And the teacher was going around the room, and the girl in front of Kent said O-N and O-W-N. And she said, "That's right." And Kent raised his voice, and he said, "No, it isn't." And she said, "Yes, it is, Kent." And he said, "It's on and own." Well, that's correct. It's own and own. So he said, "I don't want to go back to that school." So we didn't speak the language too well.
I'm curious what kind of dance classes you were taking.
We were doing fancy jitterbug, I guess. Kind of live. Ballroom. Yeah, ballroom. Different dance steps. And this other couple, where was Sam Aseo from? Sam and Wanda Aseo were our closest friends, and he was a good Puerto Rico. He was a good dancer, and so he benefited more from those dance lessons than we did. But we had a lot of fun. We did.